Morning, YouTuber, Woobers. Tuesday, 26th. We're approaching Midnight Summer's Dream. Something magical's gonna go on in this forest out here. Um, I can remember somebody posting about their exciting new, uh, new smartphone that they got. You know, blah 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 blah. You know, my daughter's, has iPhone. She's always had iPhones. My other daughter had iPhone. She lost it. Still got to pay the bill for it. This is my phone. Look at it. It's all beat up. Had it for. This is actually the Rugby. This is the Rugby 1. Bought it off of Amazon. It's fairly durable. It's fairly waterproof. Kind of drop it. Sometimes the battery pops out, sometimes it doesn't. You know, flip phone. It's got this little booty thingy that goes over the connector for the power. Anyway, my point is this is my connection to the outside world when I walk away from this computer. It doesn't follow me around, you know. You know, in this house, the only thing I have connected, you're gonna call me if you were to have my number, which you don't, but you probably could. You could probably look it up the yellow pages. This phone right here, if someone calls my house number and I'm not sitting here at this desk, I don't run to the phone for anything. Unless someone calls 3 times at 1 o'clock in the morning, then I think there's something wrong. But you know, even my neighbor, she doesn't call me on my cell phone, even though she has it. Oh, you never answer your phone. Well, I'm not going to run across the street to get my phone. So, you know, technology is a good tool. You know, we use it for timing the lights for the. That's the problem. You can't see my hands anyway. There you go. Timing the lights for the grow lights. Like clocks, fans. A lot of technology with fans. You know, computers and refrigerators. You know, all these things around here. We use technology, but most people walk around with their phone. When I was working for Conoco and also, we had this big phone. People would say, How can you deal with a big phone like that?" Well, it's the one that you see people using in the stores now to control inventory. They thought those things were big, but that was before smartphones became popular. Um, you got to walk away from technology once in a while. It shouldn't run your life. My daughter, bloop, she's running to the phone. Bloop, running to the phone. Bloop. It's like, turn the thing off. Turn off the bloop. It's just, now they got this thing that you look for this toy thingy, this little cartoon character in the streets as you're walking around, and it's tracking you. Here you got this computer program that's tracking where you are 24/7. If this isn't as obvious in the world for you to realize that you're being tracked every step you make, not every mile you make, not like you're going to be 20 feet away from something, you're going to be within inches of something. You want Big Brother looking over your shoulder? I mean, what are you guys thinking? But they know exactly where you are at any given moment. Before we know it, it's going to be used against you. It's probably already used against you. They know where you are, what stores you're walking by, then they hit you with ads from the store. You know, fortunately, the Berkshires isn't exactly, you know, constantly chain stores. There's chain stores, but there aren't. We got a mall, but the mall's pitiful. You know, so we have the Home Depot and those kind of things. But you know, other than that, a lot of stores around downtown are not exactly. But that doesn't mean that those companies, those stores, don't subscribe to some kind of marketing base. Then they're going to hit you up with some kind of ad. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, I have a GPS in the car, but I don't use a GPS. Obviously, I don't use a GPS smartphone because I don't have a smartphone. People can't find my house on the GPS smartphones. So I don't know. You know, walk away from your technology. Sleep with your phone on the night table. Put it in another room. I mean, I like to watch TV. I don't watch. I listen to it. So I get my antenna up. I can get my radio to work. Then I wouldn't need to have music. Right now, I got music in the background. It's coming off of internet radio. But if I get some decent stations up here on an aerial antenna, hopefully I won't have a need to use that all the time. You know, I don't always have the radio on. I just sum it on sometimes. But that's it is what it is. Technology is a tool. It's not a requirement of life. I mean, yeah, I sleep with a BiPAP machine so I can breathe at night when I'm sleeping or whenever I'm sleeping. But that's a tool. You know, and I require it, but it's not like you know, it's not the same thing. People walk around with cell phones. And, you go out someplace to a concert or, you know, any kind of event that has people there. 90% of them are on their phone. They're looking at their screen. I'm driving along in the car and I say, "Hey, check this out," to my daughter. "Hey, look at that." 20 minutes later, says, "Did you say something?" "Yeah, there was this exciting thing here on the side of the road." "Well, what was it?" "It doesn't matter. You missed it." Wake up. Start looking around. There's the whole reason why we have these two idiots running for president right now is because people were sticking their noses in their phones and not paying attention. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? You let these people have control because you're too busy sticking your hands into your technology. I asked my kids what had happened today on the news. They said they have no idea. They're listening to their phone music and they're not paying attention to the news. That's the problem with this internet radio. You never hear commercials. You never hear the news. I'm in the car. I'm listening to talk radio and public radio, and if I can't have those, I listen to music. But at least sooner or later, they're going to tell you the news and the weather. There's a storm coming. They're going to tell you there's a storm coming. Take cover. There's a tornado watch or lightning watch or something like that. But if you're listening to music all the time and you're tweeting, you're probably not going to ever know until the lightning hits. Walk away from technology. Have a no technology, you know, time of the day where you just don't have it. There's one of my YouTube channels I watch, Curtis Urban Farmer, and he's doing a gnome thing, and look for the gnome. Well, you have to be there right then and there. It's the same thing with calling into a radio station and being the 30th caller. One of those days gone, huh? Now you have to be the 30th tweet. It's just a crazy world. Walk away from the technology, but breathe life. Yesterday I was working on these bus bars. Video. These bus bars I was making. I was doing it out on the front porch. I'm watching nature. I'm listening to the birds. You know, when they say stop and smell the roses, well, I guess if you have a smartphone with a rose on it, you don't need to stop and smell the roses. God, you know, something happens and there's no more roses, the flowers go gone. What's that bee movie that had all the flowers disappeared because the bees went on strike? You know, would you even notice if you only had a smartphone to look at a picture of a rose? Well, anyway, I yattered on too long. 11 minutes. It's going to take 3 days for this upload. Good thing I got to go to the hardware store. So, this, of course, is So2 Tuesday, another So2 video, and I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, post it under my wall. Like my video, share my video, delete my video. I don't care, it's all technology.